Hello everyone, welcome to the series on Spectrum Analyzer. I'm your host Koteshwar. I'm an RF enthusiast. Well, in our last video, we looked into what are trace points and detectors. In this video, we will understand how trace points determine marker frequency readout accuracy. The marker frequency readout accuracy is generally determined in any datasheet of a spectrum analyzer. So before getting into how trace points determine marker frequency readout accuracy, we'll understand what is it. So when you place a marker on any spectrum display, it usually shows amplitude and frequency readout values. The accuracy of this frequency measurement from the marker is determined by marker frequency readout accuracy. In our previous video, we discussed how span is splitted into smaller segment, how we choose a point per each segment to reduce the usage of memory in a spectrum analyzer. Well, we mostly focused on the amplitude value of that particular point in a segment. Then what about frequency? When we choose a point in a graph, it usually contains x and y values, in this case frequency and amplitude values. If you want to understand how amplitude value of a particular point is selected, we have to see our previous video on detectors. So each point in a segment contains x and y coordinates, which are frequency and amplitude in our spectrum display. So the amplitude value of that particular segment is chosen or dependent based upon the detectors used. Then what about frequency? The frequency value of a segment is generally chosen at the center of that particular segment. So let's take an example. Consider the segments starting from 0 to 1 as segment 1 and 1 to 2 megahertz as segment 2. In this case, 500 kilohertz, which is exactly at the center in segment 1, is chosen as a frequency of that segment. Similarly, 1500 kilohertz is chosen as a frequency for the segment 2. But take the following example, the graph below. In the graph below, in the segment 1, for the peak detector, the amplitude value is somewhere right side to the center frequency. In this case, the actual frequency versus the frequency selected in that segment are different, meaning we are introducing certain error in the measurements. The maximum of this error is usually determined by marker frequency readout accuracy. So what would be the maximum error which can be introduced if we use this method? The amplitude point can be anywhere within the segment. In the worst case, it can be on extreme right or it can be on extreme left. So the maximum error which can be introduced is half of the segment. So the segment size is given by span by number of trace points and half of it, which is multiplied by 0.5, which is given in the formula on the right side. So this is the formula to calculate how much is the maximum error which is introduced if you use this particular method. But what would be the alternative to this problem? The alternative is, instead of choosing the center frequency of that particular segment as a frequency, why can't I choose the actual frequency as a frequency of that segment? What would be the problem? The problem is, if I select that way, the spacing of points on x-axis are no longer uniform or placed in linear way. Then what would be the problem? The problem is the algorithms which spectrum analyzer uses for variety of measurements needs to be much more complicated. I will not say mathematically intensive, but need to be an intelligent way of programming. So one could either use an intelligent way of dealing non-uniform points on a spectrum, or we can compromise on accuracy. Usually this can be easily identified by looking at the formula of marker frequency readout accuracy in the data sheet of any spectrum analyzer. For example, let's take any two spectrum analyzers. Let's choose a premium spectrum analyzer from Keysight, and let's take budgetary spectrum analyzer from Tektronix, and understand what is the method which they used. Did they compromise on accuracy, or did they not compromise on accuracy and use some intelligent way programming? So let's scroll down in the data sheets, and here are the formulas. In Keysight spectrum analyzer, you can clearly see the formula, which includes span by trace points into 0.5, which is not in Tektronix. So in Keysight they compromised on accuracy, which is not in Tektronix. On the other side, Keysight used more trace points to reduce this accuracy or to reduce this error, whereas the trace points are no longer an effective in Tektronix. Yes, there will be other uses, but not with respect to marker frequency readout accuracy. We'll be posting many more videos like this. If you like our video, please share and subscribe to our channel.